you can make everyone's wishes come true. Everyone! I'm so happy Saz found his smile again. I can take a little credit for it, right? Or a lot of credit? Or all the credit?
You can purchase your tickets here. Maybe if I wait here. Here at the banquet of the Lord, we are happy
You brought me some seeds, hmm? Would you care to show me your haul? A deal's a deal. Here. You're a lifesaver. Here. Every grade A seed hunter deserves some sort of bonus for their work. I've got a story for you. Care to hear it? People have been alive for hundreds of years. You'd think people would go crazy with no end in sight, but most folks manage to get on with their lives as usual. Don't you think that's a little strange? It's as if they've lost something. It's like there's something missing. Years ago, one alchemist concocted a theory about it. According to him, the part of what's missing from us, from all human beings, is the soul seed we're all born from. But he wasn't happy just proposing a theory. He wanted to test it too. You know what he did? He consumed a seed. He extracted its essence, whipped it into a potion, and drank it. What do you think happened to the alchemist next? Moments later, he threw himself into the chaos, never to be seen again. Maybe once it was consumed, the soul seed transformed into some kind of poison. Or maybe he was able to retrieve the part of him that was missing, but was unable to deal with the world's reality. I guess we'll never know. You can make good money selling soul seeds.
Another victory. You made it too easy for me.
We're going into a new line of work, starting now. We're washing our hands of the underworld.
Go easy on you. I have no need for false hope. Go easy on you. You can't leave me. Shine hope on the future. The cycle of death ends now. What's your most valuable treasure? Light's life is the greatest treasure. I don't plan on losing. Tell me about your maker. What's your most valuable treasure? The light of your soul is mine. The light of your soul is mine. The prey is caught. You never stood a chance. However it happens, I have to win. You look strong today. So, how long does it take for vegetables to grow in this field?
I'd wager about half a day. So, you're growing Tantal greens, are you? You can eat them yourself, or feed them to your favorite chocobo. Well, let me tell you, it's a fickle plant. I haven't seen many people grow them as successfully as you have. Where'd you learn all this?
From Sarala at Canopus Farms.
Oh, Sarala, you say? I couldn't be more proud of my granddaughter. She's something, isn't she? She's got quite the green thumb, thanks to good genes.
Huh. She never mentioned she had a grandfather.
Oh, did I say my granddaughter? Slip of the tongue. What I mean is, Sarala's she's the granddaughter of someone I know. Anyway, how is her father doing? That coal can be quite difficult.
Well, her father...
Say no more. If he's anything like I remember, he's gone wandering off, leaving her to tend to the fields again, all by herself. Yeah, he doesn't do much anymore. Sarala's the one who's been taking care of everything. I wonder, between my Tantal greens and her Gazal greens, which is more delicious? Now that's a question. If only I could taste both at the same time, then I'd know once and for all.
Do you want me to bring you some of Sarala's greens? Is that it?
If you'd be so kind, I'll make it worth your trouble. How about in exchange, I let you use this field?
All right. I'll be back.
You're much too kind. Thank you. Oh, you're back. What do you have there? Are those Gazal greens from Sarala's farm? I wanted to do this for a long time. Now I can finally find out whose greens are better. Why, these are absolutely delicious.
Are they better than yours?
Yeah, there's no question about it. My Tantal greens don't even compare to her delightful and scrumptious Gazal greens. Sarala was so small when I last saw her, and now she's all grown up. She doesn't need coal anymore.
You seem to know a lot about her and her father. You're not related, are you? Maybe an uncle or something?
It's a little more complicated than that. Nevertheless, now I can pass away without worry, knowing that she can take care of herself. That's all I wanted. Anyway, the field is yours to use as you please. field is yours to use as you like.
Hello. Are you still alive?
I swear I saw Cole's at... Poor Sarala. I heard the news about her father's death. But something doesn't quite make sense. I was in Arius and saw a man who looked just like Cole. But Cole is dead, so it couldn't have been him, right? Just someone who looks like him. Is there a chance Cole is still alive? Who could I have seen over in Arius village? Is there a chance Cole is still alive? Who could I have seen over in Arius village?
We still call ourselves a research team, but it doesn't mean much now. Wait, don't tell me. You want me to make more medicine for your own use? Well, if you have the ingredients, I suppose I could do that. You're going to have to pay me, though.
You won't find a selection like this anywhere else. Come again.
Interested in some synthesis? I can help. See you soon.
I swear Is there a chance Cole is still alive? Who could I have seen over in Arius village?
strength. You're so eager to die. Together, we can do this. I won't go easy on you. Going to change course.
Mighty Savior, what can I do for you on this fine day? You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously impressive. For my very, very best friend who likes to help those in need. Oh yes, of course, I mean you. Chocobocolina! The canvas of prayers is ready for your viewing pleasure. You finally learned my secret. Yes, it's me, Saz's darling little super adorable fantabulous chocobo chick.
What's up? To think that the legend might unfold before my very eyes.
Are you enjoying village life?
I want to thank you for saving our village. When the chaos first appeared, it looked like it was going to take the whole village away. Everything I'd lived and worked for was disappearing, right in front of my eyes. I lost the will to live. I slumped to the ground where I was. I ignored the chaos even as it surrounded me. But the other villagers, they refused to leave me behind. They grabbed my arms and yelled, "We've got you, Garrett," and dragged me out. It should have been me pulling people to safety. Now I know everything will be okay. I've spent my life looking after this village. But I know now that the village has always been looking after me, too.
At least you've learned you're not the only one who cares about this place. You're not alone. You have allies.
That's right. And I've learned one more thing, too. Even if we weren't in this village, if we had to go somewhere else, we'd be the same people. Canopus Farms is more than just a collection of buildings in the middle of the wildlands. It's about the friendships, the camaraderie, the history that we've experienced together. And guess what? You're part of that history now, too. You saved our village, and that makes you one of us. If you ever need a place to settle down, you'll always find a welcome here. I've said this to you before, I'm sure, but let me say it again. Welcome to Canopus Farms.
The doctor told me today that my apprenticeship is over. He said I've got nothing more to learn. I can become a vet. He still calls me Seven, though. That hasn't changed. Not that it matters. The best vet in the world says I'm a qualified veterinarian.
There are still other chocobos who will need my skills.
What's up? The world is about to end. I've long waited for this day, but now I feel a little bit afraid.
Chocobocolina!
So, how's that quest coming along, Sonny?
You did it! You made someone's prayers come true! In return, they wanted you to have this. It's what you've always wanted, isn't it? What you've always dreamed about? No? I'm as splendiferous and magnifitastic as always. How about you? How are you? I hope you keep granting people their wishes. A whole lot of people need you, you know? Lighten up, brighten up! Let the whole world see what you can do! Yusnan is Party Central. If you like having fun, then the city...
What's up? For centuries, I've heard tales of the white chocobo that appears at the end of the world, and its rider, servant of God.
Thanks. You.
Show me your strength!
Shine out for the future. I won't lose.
Odin, show me your strength!
I won't lose. To the victor, the spoils.
You want to be... Hello, and welcome. Thank you kindly for your patience.
Do you need a cure?
I don't believe it. You actually got everything. Now I'll finally be able to do my final task. Words cannot express just how much this means to me. Truly. But I want to say thank you anyway.
So, that was your last task, to make this medicine.
Yes, I want to give it to someone. But I'll have to be extra careful with this brew. I can't ruin this, not something this precious.
That's right. Don't you go wasting all of my hard work.
I'll take that as encouragement, I guess. I'll bet every last bit of pride I have as an apothecary on this. Do you need a cure? Thanks to you, I'll finally be able to make the medicine that I've always wanted to. I've finally done it. Do you need a cure? Now the question is how to get it there. Polta's pretty far from here. Do you need a cure? Thanks to you, I'll finally be able to make the medicine that I've always wanted to. I've finally done it.
be. Come back soon.
It would be useful to harness our recruits' newfound enthusiasm.
Odin, show me your strength.
I won't go easy on you. I'm no thief. I won't lose.
Together we can prevail.
Let's do this. I won't lose. Just the truth. The prey is caught.
Together we can do this.
Light's life is the greatest treasure.
heavy lifting to the men's league, but believe you me, there's plenty of sport for
I thought we were done for.
The Angel of Valhalla chose well.
I love going to look for mushrooms, but I'm too scared to
Enjoy your stay in Arius. Do you think I talk too much? Don't worry, I don't mind if you do. You wouldn't be the first to say so. I mean, it's not like I don't know. When I first found out that people thought I talked too much, I clamped right up and didn't say a word for ages. But when I did that, everyone stopped smiling. Now maybe I'm reading things wrong. Maybe people aren't smiling when I talk. Maybe they're grimacing in pain. But that's okay. I like talking, and that's good enough for me.
Another disaster! Those woolly-headed ovine have done it again! What goes on in those tiny heads of theirs? Why do they do this?
Sounds like you have more sheep trouble.
I'd say I do! The fuzzy sheep have effected a mass escape! Every single one of them gone!
Doctor, you must calm down.
What? Oh, sorry. You could hear me from over there?
They could hear you back in Luxarian, I'd say.
Oh, it's just I'm so upset. This young lady is Millie, a good friend of mine. Now, Millie, did you need something?
Nothing. It's just that, well, I think I know why the sheep ran away.
You do? Pray tell.
Last night, I heard some kind of ruckus around the pens. I couldn't tell what it was, but I'm thinking it must have put the sheep into a panic. Maybe it was some kind of monster, and it tried to get at the sheep.
I see. So the sheep were terrorized by the occurrences of the night. Something reminded them of it, and they bolted en masse. Well, that certainly would explain their behavior. But I'm no closer to getting them back. It is near impossible to herd a whole flock of panicked sheep. The only thing that could drive them back is something bigger and scarier than what they saw in the night. Something like a chocobo. Now where'd they go? That way, I think. Approach the sheep on your chocobo, and you can make them run the other way. Or did they go this way? I don't know. If you do it right, you can herd the entire flock all the way back to safety. Some went that way, I'm sure. When they're in a big flock, simply waving your weapon around won't be enough. Now where'd they go? That way, I think. Something seems to be troubling Millie, don't you think? I wonder what's wrong. Or did they go this way? I don't know. Approach the sheep on your chocobo, and you can make them run the other way.
Yule's flowers are still blooming here. Thank you so much for finding my sheep. Or did they go this way? I don't know.
You're doing well.
Thank you. Some went that way, I'm sure. Words are not enough to express the depth of my gratitude, but thank you.
Don't lose him again.
Indeed, that mystery remains unsolved. Why did they flee in the first place? Millie suggested that a monster put a scare into them. She's nowhere to be seen. That's not like her.
Things to do, maybe?
Yes, perhaps, but I'm a bit worried. She seems a little troubled in recent days.
If I see her, I'll talk to her.
I'd be grateful if you did. Ah, I almost forgot the most important thing of all. I must present you with your just reward. Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do.
What was I thinking? I'm a fool.
What are you talking about?
Well... All right, I'll confess. It was me who did it. I was the one who made all the sheep run away like that. There was no monster. There never was. In the dead of night, I saddled up a chocobo and rode around the pens, whooping and shouting.
And that's what panicked the sheep? But why would you do that?
Well, it's complicated. You see, I really wanted to give Dr. Sheep a reason to talk to you.
So that's what this has been all about. Wouldn't it have been easier to just introduce us, like normal people do?
He's been excited ever since he heard about your arrival in the Wildlands. But he's terribly shy, the doctor. He'd never be able to just approach a stranger, no matter how much I prodded him. Not in normal circumstances, it just wasn't going to happen, so I came up with a plan. I had to make him desperate enough that he'd totally need your help. Then he'd have to talk to you.
So you chased away all the sheep. That threw the doctor into a total panic. You figured that in his desperation, he'd forget his shyness and talk to me.
It does sound crazy looking back on it, but it worked. Except that since then, the sheep have been incredibly nervous and high-strung. Any little thing is enough to set them off stampeding out of their pens and into the wilderness.
Cannot be good for them.
I know, I feel terrible about the whole thing. All I wanted to do was help the doctor, but instead I've made him worried sick. Not to mention, years of research almost went down the toilet.
If you're really sorry, you should tell the doctor what you did.
No, I couldn't. What if he ended up hating me?
If you don't, he's gonna keep worrying about what scared his sheep in the first place. Are you okay with that? You care for each other, don't you? Then tell him the truth.
Care for each other? What do you mean? That is to say, yes, we do, but
You said it yourself. He's a very shy man, but he talks to you easily enough. Seems to me he thinks of you as something more than just a colleague. Just talk to him. He'll understand.
All right, I will. Thank you so much. You've been so kind to me, despite all the trouble I caused you.
Have you met a woman named Cornelia? She's a scientist, like myself. A biologist, to be precise. We are rivals who inspire each other to ever greater discoveries. Anyway, there is something very important I wish to discuss with her. If you meet her, will you tell her so? Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do. It may seem strange for me to say this, but I have no idea how fuzzy sheep actually reproduce. It's one of the greatest mysteries of the natural sciences. I claim to breed them, but truth be told, all I really do is let them go off into the plains at night. Somewhere out there, we scientists believe, are their nesting grounds. One woman has long been searching for them. Cornelia, that's her name. She spends nearly every night tracking fuzzy sheep. The night is full of perils, chaos infusions everywhere, prowling monsters of all kinds. I worry for her safety. Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do. You came to the Wildlands by train, and not by foot? Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do. Where do the fuzzy sheep go at night? I would give much to know, but I do not have the courage to venture into the wild at night. Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do. Some travelers use the Overland Trail. If you head east from those ruins, you can reach Luxarian. To the west lie the Dead Dunes. Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do. Cornelia, now she's a woman who will risk everything for science. I fear for her safety. Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do.
Once you get your hands on some seeds, come talk to one of us.
Odin, show me your strength.
I won't lose. You're so eager to die. No more lies, just the truth.
Odin, show me your strength. Together, we can do this.
You can't read me.